Today, we are discussing how technology helps small businesses scale even on a limited budget.
Focus on MVPs. Like, we have to be very strategic when we are defining our minimum viable product, and when we are defining subsequent releases. They should be aligned with the time you have at hand and the budget you have at your disposal.
Scaling a startup is not easy feat, but as Imran mentioned, using the right technology and strategies can make it much more manageable.
Whether you are looking outside your company or you are bringing full-time resources in-house to build your product, it is always challenging, and there is no guarantee that going with one particular option will build the right product.
Whether you choose to outsource or keep things in-house, what matters is aligning your decision with your business goals. Welcome to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast. Today, we are discussing how technology helps small businesses scale even on a limited budget. Our guest today is Imran Salahuddin, founder and CEO of BuildMe App Inc. With 20 years of experience in telecommunications, banking, and e-commerce, Imran has led a team of 200 plus engineers and continues to innovate in digital transformation. He will share valuable insights on scaling startups, outsourcing versus in-house development, and the role of AI in software. Imran, welcome to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, and thank you so much for having me here today. And
It's
I'm excited to answer any questions
right.
you may have, and address the uh, things that connect technology with entrepreneurship.
Right. We are all very excited to hear your insights on how technology supports ambitious small business owners with limited funding. Imran, starting a business with limited resources can be very tough, but technology offers cost effective solutions to help startups scale efficiently. Given your extensive experience with startups, what are the key strategies you recommend for scaling low funded startups while maintaining the quality?
So, if I talk about low-funded startups, uh, my experience with startups and entrepreneurs is like, I have observed a very common trend. Many of them are in hurry, often constrained by limited funds, but they always want to build a full-fledged product, and they want to go in the market with great architecture and security and performance right out of the gate. Uh, so my take on this is, Rome wasn't built in a day,
Right.
and more importantly, it was not needed on day one.
Right.
So, for example, why would somebody invest in resources to build a platform which accommodates 100,000 users on day one?
Right.
Because that in itself is a journey from zero to that milestone, which requires gradual progress.
Right.
So, if you talk about, if you focus on immediate scalability, then you basically hinders your growth.
Right.
It is important that you focus on building a solid foundation, and then you grow as you acquire more and more
Step by
customers.
step, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my idea is to basically focus on MVPs.
Mhm.
Like, we have to be very strategic when we are defining our minimum viable product, and when we are defining subsequent releases. They should be aligned with the time you have at hand and the budget you have at your disposal. Uh, and then you basically define the MVP according to them,
Right.
not the other way around.
Right.
So you have to be very focused on what essential features you need to build, and then you take it from there.
Right. It's a really fascinating to hear, like how businesses can leverage, especially the startups can leverage affordable technology to grow without sacrificing the quality. Imran, how does Build Me app, your organization, maintain high quality while remaining affordable?
So at Build Me app, we place a strong emphasis on not just industry experience, but on also on adaptability and the ability to quickly learn things. So when we uh, hire people or when we create a team, we basically see a balance between um, seasoned leadership and effective execution. That is the key to basically maintaining the quality while keeping your services affordable.
Hmm.
And now, what happens when you join these two things? Seasoned professionals with their extensive experience with the engineering team, which is often more affordable because the extensive experience brings the higher cost as well. So these two things we combine together, and then we basically uh, help our engineering teams to grow and innovate while the leadership takes care of the actual stuff. Um, so that's how we basically
Okay.
run our teams.
Okay. And can you give me some brief details about like what Build Me apps core services are?
So we provide end-to-end product development services.
Mhm.
That includes uh, product strategy, for example. We have user experience design capabilities. We do prototype. We do uh, proof of concepts. Then we do development, testing, deployments, digital marketing, for example. So it's a full suite of services that is required to build a product and run it over a course of time, because it's not just development that matters. It's end-to-end service stack that you have to offer in order to be part of the startup life cycle as a technology partner.
Right. And what is the easiest way for our listeners to get connected with you?
It is we are online, of course. We have a website, and I am available. We have calendars on our website, and
What's the website address? Can you share?
our website address is buildmeapp.io.
Buildmeapp.io. Okay.
Yeah. And we have a toll-free number, 1-800-330-6070. You can dial it anytime, and you can speak with one of our representatives, and you can ask for uh, any details that you are looking for. And if you, yeah, I'm available on LinkedIn. So you just search my name, Imran Salahuddin, on Google, and you will find a lot of different links, and you can connect with me. Yeah.
Dear listeners, scaling a startup is not easy feat. But as Imran mentioned, using the right technology and strategies can make it much more manageable. Don't let limited funding stop you from pursuing growth. There's always a path forward with smart planning. Now, Imran, let's discuss the often debated topic of outsourcing versus in house development, a decision that can greatly impact a company's scalability. In your experience, Imran, like what are the pros and cons of outsourcing versus in house development, and how can small businesses make the best choice?
So finding the right people is always a challenge. Whether you are looking outside your company or you are bringing full-time resources in-house to build your product, it is always challenging, and there is no guarantee that uh, going with one particular option will build the right product. Uh, you have to choose the right person who is gonna lead the team, the effort, and whether you do it in house or whether you find a technology partner as a vendor. but it is largely dependent on the fact that what stage your business is at right now. For example, first time entrepreneurs, I would definitely recommend them to uh, outsource their product
Right.
to a technology partner or a vendor, and because you can save the overhead costs.
Right. It's very important for startups, right?
Yeah. So if you are an entrepreneur and you want to build a product, have a great idea, then it is better to go outside, find the right person who is going to lead your project, and outsource it. But if we talk about large enterprises, uh, I always recommend that they have to build their products in house. They have to, because they can afford it. They can manage those resources. Um but there's a whole range of businesses in between. So small medium businesses, especially those which are non technological. For example, they have different line of business, but they want a technical product. So in that case, we uh, prefer to go outside, because again, you will not have technology people in house to basically bridge the gap between the stakeholders and the development team. Uh, and then we can leverage a lot of things when we are working with a technology partner. Uh, and we have a method which is called BOT,
Okay.
build, operate, transfer.
Okay.
So let the technology partner or the vendor build the product, let them run it for a few months or a year or two, and then when you see it is time to bring an in-house team, and then you can always transfer it to your in-house team, hire the right people, and take it from there.
Okay. Thank you so much, Imran, for sharing your insights on this important topic. Listeners, whether you choose to outsource or keep things in house, what matters is aligning your decision with your business goals. There's no one size fit all approach, but there are smart ways to navigate these options. Now, next we shift our focus to a transformative technology that's reshaping how we approach software development. Artificial intelligence is the it's transforming every industry, including software development, by streamlining processes, boosting efficiency, and cutting cost. Imran, how do you see AI transforming the software development landscape, particularly for startups and small businesses?
So AI is revolutionizing the software development process, of course. Um, there are two aspects to it. One is how you use it to enhance the overall process of development or running operations. The other thing is, when you are developing a product, what kind of features do you want to offer to your customers, to your users, which can take benefit from AI world. Um so when you are developing a software, um of course, there are a lot of different AI tools which are integrated in.
Now there are many.
Yeah, which are integrated in IDEs,
Right.
development environments, and developers basically use them all the time to build products, to speed up their work. Even if you just go on Chat GPT and you write a prompt
Right.
asking for a source code, it can generate some source code. If you are technical enough to understand that and use it, you can always take advantage of that.
Right.
But other than that, AI is not limited to generating source code or doing testing on behalf of you. It has always been there.
Right.
We, of course, started giving it a name today, but we have seen the trends in the past, how the technology was evolved, and uh, so it has been helping. It will help in future as well. So small medium businesses and startups can leverage AI through different means. They can For example, project management tools are very advanced now. They are leveraging AI assistance, and then if you are building a software, you can of course provide users some advantage over other products
Right.
if you are using AI features. Yeah.
It's really fascinating, Imran, like especially the potential of AI to automate routine tasks and free up developers for more strategic work. Thanks for tuning in to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast. We have been discussing the role of technology in helping small businesses scale with our guest Imran Salahuddin. Stay with us as we dive deeper into how startups can leverage tech solutions to grow efficiently. We will be right back after this short break.
You dreamt big. You made the leap. You and your "we're not stopping at small" business. Doesn't matter you've never done it before. You unlock those problems. You adapt to change. You learn to evolve. You're pioneers in challenging times, finding your own frontiers. Wherever you e-commerce, UPS is with you. So nothing is going to hold you back.
4 billion people check their email every day. That's 4 billion missed opportunities if your message doesn't make it. To reach your customer's inbox, you need a winning strategy. And Constant Contact delivers. Literally, over 97% deliverability. Elevate your email game with easy-to-use templates, writing assistants powered by AI, and in-depth metrics. Ensuring your email is flawless, delivered, and read. Constant Contact delivers. Give it a try.
At IHG Hotels and Resorts, we're in the business of you.
We're here to help you plug in,
connect and recharge,
make an impression,
and meet with confidence.
With 19 brands built for business,
your business gets even more rewarding.
With an award-winning loyalty program at 6,000 IHG hotels and resorts worldwide.
Welcome back, everyone. We are here with Imran Salahuddin, the founder and CEO of BuildMe App Inc. Before the break, we talk about scaling low-funded startups. Now, we are going to explore the debate between outsourcing and in-house development and how small businesses can make the right choice for their needs. Can you share a real-life example where AI made a significant impact on one of your projects?
So in all of our projects, we use AI, of course. Our developers are trained and they are smart enough to actually use any of the tools available out there, whether they are generating content or writing source code. They use it all the time. But if I take a personal example from my experience, I had to basically write some WordPress plugins a couple of weeks ago, and my background had PHP experience, so I was able to generate some code, use it in the process, and take advantage of that. So of course, it is helping us all the time. And we are taking great advantage of that. Sometimes people don't take pride in it.
Right.
I don't know why. People are like, no, we haven't done it from AI, or we haven't taken help from AI. There is no shame.
Different people, different choices,
Yeah.
like it depends.
I think it's a technology advancement, and we should adapt it, and we should take advantage of it wherever we can. It is making things easier. It is making life easier. It does not mean that it's gonna cut anything down. Of course, people will do more complex work, more creative.
It's a very
work.
good aid.
Yeah.
It's a very good tool for anyone. Yeah.
Sometimes people talk about it like it is gonna cut jobs, or it might, but you will find more.
It's going to create more jobs.
It will create more jobs.
Yeah.
And if we see the trend in last 20-25 years, we see a lot of advancement. yesterday I was talking to somebody and I was giving them an example that when we used to code in Visual Basic and IntelliSense was first time introduced, so we were very amazed that you can just put a dot and it can bring all the functions and all the. So it has been happening, and now it is official that we have given it a name.
Right.
Yeah.
AI is definitely a game changer, Imran, for many, and it's very exciting to see how it can unlock new possibilities for small business owners across the globe. Dear listeners, as Imran mentioned, AI is more than just a buzzword. It's a powerful tool that can help businesses of all sizes to stay competitive. Don't be afraid to explore how AI can enhance your operations, whether you are just starting out or looking to scale. Up next, we will talk about the practical steps small businesses can take to integrate AI into their workflows without overwhelming their teams. Imran, what's your process for building a product and how do you ensure that it meets high standards while remaining affordable?
So the key to stay affordable while maintaining quality is to break down the entire product life cycle into smaller deliverables. It's sometimes referred to as iterative development, but we should not be overwhelming our clients who are startups or small medium businesses and they don't have enough funds, or if they have, they are not ready to commit to a large upfront payment, for example. So we have to break it down into smaller deliverables, and we have to keep it in a way where we don't boil the ocean, and we don't charge we don't charge small medium businesses or startups for that entire ocean. For example, at Build Me app, we take every product through 3 stages.
Okay.
So phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Phase 1 is discovery and prototyping. So we only commit to a 1 month or 2 months effort in the beginning, which is very affordable. And we only develop product backlogs. We create UX, UI, and we create prototypes. Sometimes we also help our clients in getting ready for fundraising. For example, if they are going out and they want to raise money from investors, so we create prototypes, proof of concepts, or presentations. That is phase 1. Phase 2 is when we have everything ready in terms of user experience and we have a visual prototype. Then we go ahead and we sign another agreement with our clients where we say, okay, now it's time to develop an MVP. So that is again a 2-3 months only effort, and does not require a lot of money, and you don't have to have upfront commitment to a larger amount. Then once an MVP is out and it is up and running, then we take it to phase 3, which is maintain and scale. Maintain means you have to maintain the live environment. If there is any issue, if something goes south, then of course the team should be there to support it and fix it. And at the same time, we can build more and more features as we move forward. So that is gonna be a monthly retainer that you sign with Build Me app. So of course, that is the main process. We recently launched a program which is called Build Now, Pay Later.
Okay.
So
making it more affordable, right?
Making it more affordable, letting our clients pay on their terms.
Okay.
We have been doing that without giving it a name for many months, but now we have launched it officially, and we are taking credit risk as well.
Okay.
We are in talks with some financial institutions to support us and share the credit risk with us. But if you have a product which can be built in 3 months, but you cannot pay in 3 months, you can pay in 12 months now. So that is very similar to buy now, pay later, a trend that is very
common nowadays.
Nowadays. Yeah. So that's how we are running our processes, and we are keeping our services affordable.
It's great to hear about your structured approach, Imran, and focus on delivering quality without cutting the corners. What advice would you give to entrepreneurs who are trying to develop their product on a very limited budget?
So as we discussed earlier, as I mentioned earlier, defining features for your minimum viable product is the key. And embracing agile methodologies basically is very important. What happens in the industry when a new a new idea comes in the market, everybody talks about it, but nobody understands it. That happens with agile. That happened with agile. That happened with MVPs. Everybody talks about them, but they don't understand what agility means or what a minimum viable product should be. So it is very important for entrepreneurs to understand those ideas in greater detail and take things step by step. You don't have to do everything on day one. It is not needed. So that's my main advice to people who have ideas, who want to build products, and because I have seen people getting disappointed because when they go in the market and they say, okay, we want to build this big of a product, and somebody tells them, okay, it's going to take $1 million or $500,000. So they say, okay, we can't do it. We can never do it. It is very important that you define your goals, keep them smaller, start small, and then align your MVP with time and money that you have at hand.
Your approach really highlights the importance of strategic planning and processes. Now let's look at the broader digital landscape and how companies can future proof their strategies. What do you believe the future holds for software development, particularly in terms of trends that small businesses should keep an eye on?
Of course, first of all, AI, the use of AI has to be normalized. It has to be taken as a daily routine. Rather,
it has to be adapted, right?
It has to be adopted. Of course, it has adapted, and we have to. We can't just say we use it here. We don't use it here. We have to make it an integral part of our daily routine and whatever we do. Second thing is you have to adapt to agile methodologies. You have to understand what agile mindset is, and then if you want to make things future proof, of course you have to have a solid foundation. Rather you do 100 things, you do only 10 things, but with care and quality, and keep a solid foundation so it can scale later on. Security is very important because as technology is advancing, threats are increasing as well. So you have to have controls against those threats. Cybersecurity is very popular these days. Everybody talks about it. So yes, these things, and go out in the market as early as you can. Listen to the customer, receive their feedback, see what they have to say, what they need. Don't assume anything. Don't push anything. Don't dictate your customers what they want. Listen to them, interview them, give them your product, let them use it, and see what they have to say.
Right. And very interesting, like it seems the future is filled with both opportunities and challenges.
Yeah.
Irman, before we wrap up, what's one key takeaway you would like to leave with our listeners about scaling startups and building quality tech solutions?
So again, I would recommend people to be very careful when hiring or outsourcing, hiring people to develop things in-house,
Right.
or outsourcing it to technology vendors. You have to be very careful and very, very, I would say, you should have a very, very keen eye when you are selecting a person
Right.
who is going to actually lead
Right.
the entire effort.
That is very, very important, right?
That is very important. Because Jim Collins, you might have read
Right.
about him. We have read some books, and he says that first who, then what.
Right.
You have to first choose people
Right.
you want to work with, and then you define what to actually work on.
Right.
And second thing is take smaller steps,
Right.
and define your goals, define features of your product, and go step by step, iteratively, and you will see that things will come along, and you will become bigger and bigger as it's a snowball effect
Right.
kind of thing. And one more thing, we have to, if we want to do something big, we don't have to do big.
Right.
We have to see some marginal improvements every day, and one day it will become big.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much, Imran, for sharing your knowledge, your advice, and your insights with us today. It was a great pleasure hosting you.
Thank you so much, SK, for having me here.
Great. Thank you. In today's episode, we had the pleasure of speaking with Imran Salahuddin, the founder and CEO of Build Me App Inc. We covered crucial topics such as scaling low-funded startups, the outsourcing versus in-house development debate, and the transformative role of AI in software development. Imran's experience and insights have provided valuable takeaways for all small business owners looking to leverage technology effectively. We also like to thank our partners RBC, UPS, Constant Contact, IAG Hotels and Resorts, and Google for their continued support in making this podcast possible. To our listeners, don't forget to subscribe to our Canadian SME Small Business magazine by visiting CanadianSME.ca. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you in the next episode.